What's up YouTube, it's your boy Stans here, and welcome back to another Pixelmon Generations video here on the YouTube channel, guys. And today, guys, we are going to be going over Pixelmon Generations 1.3 that released and then got took back because, of course, they're still fixing a few things. They want to make sure that they have the update perfect for everybody to use. Luckily, I got my hands on the update, so I can show you guys some of the stuff. More likely, usually when they take down a download to fix a little bit more stuff, they give us a little bit more stuff. So maybe if you guys are watching this, once this download comes back out, there might be just a little bit more things that I don't know about. I guess, you know, you and I will learn about them around the same time. But for you guys that are here watching this video to see what is in this update, guys, hopefully you guys are going to enjoy. And go ahead and smack a like button on that, guys. But the first thing that I wanted to go ahead and take a look at, slowly scrolling down, and there's so many Arceus behind me, guys, and that is because the plates have been added into the game. Now it's gonna be a little bit laggy for me, FPS issues and stuff like that, and I believe that's one of the issues as to why they took the download down. They wanted to make sure that everything is running so smoothly. Luckily, we're just standing still taking a look at 18 different Arceus. Each one of these Arceus has, or Arceus, you know, just depends on what you guys want to call it. Each one has a different plate, and that plate will determine the typing of this Pokemon. If I'm not mistaken, it also gives a boost of said Pokemon type attacks, I believe by 20%. So, you know, Lightning, the Zap plate gives 20%, Poison, it would be the, you know, the Toxic plate, so on and so forth. But yeah, this is the first thing that I want to take a look at to cover it, guys. I don't know if people have been really wanting this. It makes Arceus a lot more viable just because the normal type just it has no variety, to be honest with you, and now you can put a plate on it and get a specific type of Arceus that you would like, which is a good thing, guys. And then the next thing that I want to go ahead and take a look at is right here. I have myself 5 Genesects, guys, 5 of them. The one on the far left is the one that's already in the mod pack, Genesect, the regular Genesect that does not have any specific drive on it. So what I'm trying to get at is they are implementing the drives for Genesect into the mod pack, guys. So there is 4 different drives, and if I'm not mistaken, each one will change the typing of Techno Blast to a different, obviously, type. So I believe it's Fire, Water, Thunder, and Ice, and of course the regular one with no drive is going to be a normal Techno drive. So this is one of the other things that they're adding. I guess they're adding a few more items just to make this game a little bit more diverse, of course, just like the regular Pokemon games. So I think this is a great addition. Normally the one on the far right, which is the Ice type, the color of that drive on the back would be a white. I don't know if they couldn't just get that. So there's just that, but other than that, this is Genesect here added into the mod pack. Well, Genesect in the drives. The next thing, which I thought was a little cute thing, if you guys are a fan of the Pixelmon Discord and you guys are a part of the Discord, you guys should have gotten a little bit of a hint on these. These are Pokedolls. There's only 4 of them so far. It's Clefairy, Blastoise, Cyndaquil, and Charizard. That Blastoise is so big. Right now I was messing with it and I was just stacking them everywhere. I was putting them everywhere. That's going to be a pretty cool addition to the mod pack itself, guys. Real quick, we're going to go ahead and do a time set day. So we're in the middle of the day. There is no problem with that. The next thing that I want to take a look at, and this is a little bit of a smaller update. Yet again, it's still actually pretty big. So new mod, or not mod, but form added into it. And then as you guys can see, the front Keldeo here is, well, just the regular Keldeo. This one over here, if you have a Keldeo with the move Sacred Sword, it becomes into this form. I'm not too familiar with Keldeo to give you guys a little bit more knowledge on that, but just know that there is another form of Keldeo. Then we're looking at Kirim. Kirim was added, I believe, a few updates ago, but they really didn't do much with it. Now, guys, they are adding in its alternate forms. If you guys aren't familiar with Kirim, in the Black and White 2 video game, you guys can use a DNA splicer with your Kirim and with your either Reshiram or Zekrom to get basically like you fusing them together, which is pretty cool. So now that feature is now in Pixelmon. So on the left you have, if I'm not mistaken, it's Kirim Black, and on the right you have Kirim White. The left would be with Zekrom, and the right would be with Reshiram, guys. So that's a cool little feature there. I thought this was pretty cool, and I thought this was unique when they brought it into the video games itself. So there we have that now in the Pixelmon Generations mod, so we can just mess around with that. Now the last thing that I want to show you guys is basically the items that I've been covering for the most part in this video. Right here you have 17 different plates. The only one that's not there is the normal plate, and that's just because Arceus normally is a normal type. But these are all the plates. This is how they're gonna look in Pixelmon. Then we have the four drives. It'll be fire, water, ice, and lightning, if I'm not mistaken. And that's exactly how they would look. There's no for these two, well, these, I guess, collective of 21 items, there's no information on how you would get it, or at least I don't know. So I don't know if you have to kill Arceus to get some plates, or if you have to kill Genesect to get some drives. Don't know that just yet. I guess that, you know, that's the fun of playing the mod pack. Then I have five items here, and these items were already in the mod pack. But the thing is, I guess the texture of, you know, what you're seeing right now was broken before. Now you guys actually get to see how the items look. So from the left, we have that Gracidia thing. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it is what changes Shaman into the Sky form. Then we have the Prison Bottle that switches Hoopa to the, you know, the Hoopa Unbound. Then we have the Gracious Orb, if I'm not mistaken. That's the one that changes Giratina into the Giratina Origin form. Then we have the Reveal Glass or Mirror. And that changes, of course, the Weather Trio. And when I say Weather Trio, I mean like the Thunderous, Thunderous, and Tornadoes into their Cloud forms. Or into their Land forms, something like that. Yeah, one or the other. And then the last thing, it's actually, I misspoke a little bit earlier. It is not in the mod pack, well, at least now it is. And that would be the DNA Splicer. So that's what you're going to need, along with the two legendary Pokemon, to fuse them into the new Mega Kirim, if you guys will. And then the last item that we have up there is actually a Repel. So this one kind of came out of nowhere. Repel is such a good item while playing the Pokemon game, so you can stay away from all those Zubats. And I guess they added it into Pixelmon as well, so if you guys are in like, oh man, what's a good spot? You know, oh, you know what, if you guys are just straight up just not trying to battle Pokemon, wild Pokemon, you got the Repel, and the Repel is in the game as well. Now they also, you know, this is it for the items. If I'm not mistaken, they also added and implemented a lot more abilities into the game, and I believe they correlate to the correct Pokemon and stuff like that. Now there's also one more thing that they added. Well, there's a few more, but I'm going to cover as much as I possibly can that I have a little bit of knowledge on. Dark Void, Darkrai's signature move, has now actually dropped accuracy from 100% to 80% to correlate with the mechanics of the video game from Generation 6. So Dark Void will no longer be basically an automatic sleep. You also have that chance of missing. Another thing that they did was they took out the Rayquaza Knight. If you guys aren't familiar with that, it's because it actually doesn't exist in the Pokemon games, because Rayquaza can actually Mega Evolve without a Mega Stone. Now, of course, they were trying to, you know, give Rayquaza the Mega ability in the video, in Pixelmon, in the mod pack, so they added in the Stone. Now, they took that out, and you can Mega Evolve with the attack of Dragon Ascent. Now, I just tested that a little bit earlier. I'm not going to show it right now. It wasn't working out for me, so that might be another bug that they're trying to fix. But yeah, that you know, that's a thing as well, guys. But other than that, I think we did a pretty good job of covering a lot of the additions to the mod pack for Generations 1.3. And I think I did a good job of telling you guys what to expect out of this. And this is going to make this whole game experience slash mod pack experience very, very fun and very cool. Servers, when they decide to update, well, of course, this download has to come out once again, but once servers decide to update, it adds so much more content to the game itself, guys. But guys, my friends, my viewers, I don't like that word. That is going to be it for today's video, guys. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys are most excited about in the comment section below. That's going to be it for this video. Like I said, slap a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time for some more Pixelmon Generation videos here on the channel. Peace!